52 grand for his 9-darter, which was 28,000 more than the winner of that tournament. 24,000 was what Phil Taylor got, and it will go down in history, Wayne.
It will, and that's how, well, for the prize money just alone for getting it, that shows you how often they were hit, and it wasn't done for a number of years after that, was it?
Hashimoto comes on to Adrian Lewis's music if he gets through. The crowd go wild. We'd like to see it.
Yeah, we would, and he's a real good player. And like I mentioned at the top of the show, he's played in some real big matches, soft tip, so therefore he's got the experience, and as we know Paul Lim has. And the thing is, with this being such a short format, I don't think nerves are going to come into it. I think it really is going to be who can just hold their throw, and Paul Lim has got the dart, so it's for him to hold on, really.
The prize at stake, a showdown later on in the evening with world youth champion Michael Smith, which should be tough.
It will be tough. Michael Smith is the real deal, and he's potentially a world champion in the next 4, 5, 6 years, but we'll see how that pans out. But he is the real deal. He's a quality player, Michael Smith.
OK, let's get this one on prelim match. Eric Bristow, Rod Stud.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah, two tremendously popular darting stars from the East. You mentioned the original 9-dart man, Mr. Paul Lim. Morihiro Hashimoto, who defeated Hideki Munematsu, who we've seen here many, many times in the final playoff game to reach this big stage. Lim had a 170 here last year, and getting through to the first round as well, and starts favourite. I wonder who you fancy, Eric. I might go out on a limb by saying Lim will go out.
No, I think Paul Lim will win this.
Do you?
So, yeah. He's used to the big stage, and I know they're both soft tip players now, but I always explain about soft tip and steel tip, as they call us. It's just like playing on a different surface. It's just like tennis, isn't it? Playing on clay and playing on grass. So we're still using 3 darts, just a different surface you're throwing at. But Paul's used to the big stage. Nice to see him again. When I said hello to him downstairs. Had some lovely time with Mr. Lim. A very good chef as well.
Yes.
He used to cook for us on the way to Vegas. We used to stop off and have a meal with them, have a night with them, and then drive off the next day. Good memories.
Well, difficult to believe sometimes that almost 24 years has gone by since that amazing feat as it was then. It was the Holy Grail, wasn't it then?
Ah, brilliant. Against Jack McKenna, yes. Superb. Got 52 grand. John Lowe done the first one, got 102,000. So they're hitting them that often now. You can't put prize money up like that for a 9-dart. Nobody will insure it, would it? I mean, we've seen two, we're not through the first round. So nice to see the 9-darters going. We could have had another one there with Brownie, couldn't we?
50.
And he didn't choke with it. He in fact he threw it outside the double, didn't it? Sometimes if you choke, you pull it, and he played lovely.
Yeah.
And then that got to his head, and he never won a leg afterwards.
100.
Yeah, it was a miss on the professional side, wasn't it? Outside rather than inside, but could have been a third of this tournament. Would have been an 8th of the PDC World Darts Championship. Winner here to play Michael Smith a little later on this evening. Bully Boy
85.
Hashimoto, a star of the 2011 tournament when he got through to the first round. He was beaten 3-0 in sets and 9-0 in legs by Gary Anderson.
But that's what Gary can do to people, can't he? I mean, if Gary comes on with his silly head on, he's one of the big hitters as well. He can beat the top pro 9-0.
40.
Well, Hashimoto actually hit 3 180s in that match and hardly got a sniff. Now they're 161. As I mentioned, he had a 170 on his last visit. Paul Lim. That was against Michael van Gerwen in the first round. He went out 3-0. The first set was only 3 legs to 2, and he, as I said, hit the 170. Provided some rip-roaring entertainment along the way.
A good year for Michael, wasn't it? It was one of a cracking year last year for Michael. 4-2 up in the final. 1 dart top for 5-2. Who knows if that 1 dart would have been double top. He went 5-2 up against the man Taylor. Who knows?
Maybe get another chance this year. Who knows? Paul perhaps saw treble 14 here. Yeah, he went for the treble.
Treble's big, you know. 82.
53.
His bullseye when you've got 3 darts in your hand. When you've got 2 darts in your hand, you might as well travel 14 tops. Here we go, one up. And against the throw as well. So, well, that's one of my darts at the moment.
And that isn't.
Showing the first leg. Morihiro Hashimoto.
Oh, he missed by a mile and then was millimetre perfect. 1-0 up to the Japanese, who got through, as I say, beating Muramatsu in the final. But that playoff series played in Ryogoku was, well, it wasn't interrupted, it was interrupted by an earthquake. There was an earthquake during its quarter-final. Level 5 earthquake. Russ Bray was refereeing. The building's shaking, the lights are swinging, walls are wobbling. Russ is getting progressively more worried, but the Japanese just played on. The band played on.
This is one of Russ Bray's stories to tell you, because he made a mistake, isn't it? He called the wrong shot and he's just telling you that he had an earthquake there.
Well, if he had, he would have had a very, very good excuse, because he was just telling me earlier that the walls were wobbling. He said it really wasn't very pleasant at all. He wanted to leave the building, but the players just said, it's not too bad.
You get used to where you live, isn't it? What you get used to.
41.
He's under a bit of pressure already, Mr. Lim. And Hashimoto, like, he broke Paul Lim's throw, and he's got no good breaking if you give it straight back. Better, knock him straight.
100.
So how do you think the winner of this will do against Mr. Smith then, the young lad?
Well, if Michael Smith plays like he did against Dave Chisholm in the Grand Slam, when 3-1 down, he reeled off 4 legs of something like 11, 12, 14 and 13 darts, they're going to struggle, aren't they?
Yeah, he's one of the new young guns. He's another one that's coming through, which is good. It's nice to see. You know, we've got 4 or 5 coming through now, so they're all getting experience. And to be quite honest, from his point of view, I mean,
83.
he's got a nice, on paper, first round draw against the winner of these 2. But then it gets a bit worse, then, doesn't it? Because then he plays a Mr. Taylor, I think, doesn't he? So,
He does. That's the peril of being number 32 seed, Eric, isn't it?
that's right. So next year you've got to jump up into the mid-20s. That's what you want to do. Mid-20s. Keep away from number 1, 2, 3 and 4.
100. Paul, you're upon 137.
Well, that Tom leaves Hashimoto potential on a 2-dart finish, so Lim, well, needs to leave it handy. He might be trying to do a little bit more than leave it handy. Needed the big treble 19.
79.
Bad second dart. Lucky third dart in the treble 4. But that's 58, a 2-darter. It should go treble 20 here, the lad. That's it. 20 ball. And if you get treble 20, so be it. Right, ball for 2-0.
65. Paul, you're
One level it
upon
up.
58.
Paul Lim. What's the chef got cooking here on 58? Tops end. Lovely. Lovely finish from Paul Lim. Levels the match.
Now then. It was a important bullseye shot for Hashimoto then. I mean, now all of a sudden, Paul Lim's won a leg. 1-1. He's got a throw back. He knows now. Just try and hold your throw. Which they're both finding very difficult at the moment. And he's not going to hold your throw throwing like that.
This is 20th World Championship, Paul Lim. As Eric says, disappeared off our darting radar to go and play the soft tip game over the last few years with huge amounts of success.
He got involved in the running side of it as well. It wasn't just the playing of it. He bought machines, put them in bars in Japan, had a big loan from a bank, he put everything into it. I mean, it was all or nothing for him. And after 2 years, he paid the loan back. And then it ended up, instead of having 20 machines, I think he had 100 machines and 100 bars, and giving the bar 20% of the takings. Brilliant. So
44.
now good. He's going to sell his company. So they'll go into a partnership with somebody else. But they love their soft tip over there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's really. I mean, you've been out to the Far East. You know very well. It's big business, huge business, isn't it, the soft tip game?
Well, I used to work for a German company and just go around the world promoting it. And but you have to pay to play. It's like me and you walking in a pub. If we wanted to play a leg of 501, we'd have to put. Say we was in Germany, we'd have to put the mark in, to have one leg of 501. So, and you used to have plastic tips, and you used to have you could get the darts from behind the bar. There'd be a jar full of plastic tips in case they smoked. They broke, you could just screw it back in. It's doesn't take any room up. It's not messy.
55.
The machine darts take your scores away for you as well. You don't have to have a chalker. As soon as the dart hits the board, it takes it away.
Well, good job they don't charge per the minute for a leg of 501, because if me and you were playing, it'd be very expensive, Eric.
Yeah, I might be not as good as I used to, but I still wouldn't take that long, mate. You know what I mean? Still take care of you. Still take care of you.
Too true. 130 then. Just needs one of the red bits, that'll do. Another one would leave double 5, but even the single's good for Bull. Oh, lovely. Now Paul, double 5.
Lucky. Very lucky that wasn't a 12. He pulled that and it was. So, you know, he might. He's still winning a leg that. He needs a ball here, the lad. He's got to go for the ball. That's a great shot. 10, double 16. Make sure if you hit the wrong one, hit the 6. Don't go below it. That's fine. Double 16. Ooh. Wow. Now then, we're going to see if that last dart of Paul Lim, lucky not to bust.
Yeah, they're going all the way back to 130. Starting from 5, now wants double 2. Oh, the ogre comes back for double 16 and to regain his lead.
Nothing wrong with that dart. Just go along the barrel, son. Pulled that one a bit. Follow through your arm.
No score.
See, they don't have to have the 100 averages to be an exciting game to watch. You look at this crowd when they're missing doubles.
Well, Paul Lim looked more edgy than he was when he was aiming for that 9-dart finish, and he's got that. It's a much smaller double, it's a much smaller finish. Paul Lim is in front for the first time in the match.